Hi folks, Ryan Molloy here, Managing Editor at the Senior List, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at a smartphone for seniors, the Jitterbug Smart3. So in terms of design, the Jitterbug Smart looks more or less like your traditional smartphone. On the right-hand side, you'll find dedicated volume buttons as well as a lock button. On the left-hand side, you have a dedicated button for Google Assistant, which we'll get into later. But really the thing that helps this phone stick out is its menu design. Unlike iPhones or other smartphones, the menu and home screen on the Jitterbug Smart is completely list-based. So by scrolling through this menu, you can find pretty much all the features you'd want to use, including the phone, your contact list, your messages, your camera, etc. Another thing about this phone that I appreciate are these buttons at the bottom. At the bottom of your screen, you'll find a return button, a home button, and an urgent response button. And these three buttons will stay locked at the bottom of your screen no matter which feature you're using, which is a great way to prevent beginners from getting lost. Additionally, this phone has a bunch of accessibility features. By triple tapping on the screen, you can magnify text or images, or you can manually adjust the font size in your settings. This phone also has a feature called TalkBack, a service that reads aloud the text on screen, which is great for those with visual impairments. Also, in my test calls, the speaker on this phone was exceptionally loud and clear.
Lively experience, icon, phone, 1 of 20, in list, 20 items. Icon, contacts, 2 of 20.
There's also an even louder speakerphone option, as you'd come to expect from any phone, which is great for making calls when your hands are busy. The Jitterbug Smart is also rated M4 T4 in terms of hearing aid compatibility. Although accessibility is probably the main draw of the Jitterbug Smart, it also has some advanced features. With this phone, you can make and respond to video calls, you can browse the web, play brain-boosting games, access apps like YouTube, WhatsApp, or Facebook, get real-time directions, and even check the local weather forecasts. So while this phone definitely has some built-in training wheels on it, it is a full-fledged Android phone. Any app available on the Google Play Store can be downloaded and used here. The Jitterbug Smart also has cameras, 3 of them. One 5-megapixel front-facing camera, perfect for selfies, and a 13-megapixel and 5-megapixel set of rear cameras for traditional photos. In terms of camera quality, these photos I thought were pretty impressive. Subjects looked accurate in terms of color and focus, and video calls also came in clearly. While the camera quality definitely isn't on par with, say, $1,000 phone from Apple or Samsung, it's definitely a strong performance compared to other phones in this pricing category. But my favorite feature of the Jitterbug Smart3 would have to be its voice commands. Using Google Assistant, you can open apps, make calls, browse the web, and even set reminders. To use Google Assistant, you can either press the button on the left edge of the phone, or you can say, "Hey Google, what's the weather like today?"
It's 92 and sunny. Today, it'll be sunny with a high of 95 and a low of 72.
"Hey Google, call mom."
Calling mom. Mobile.
I'm gonna stop that call, she's at work right now. But lastly, "Hey Google, open YouTube."
Opening. YouTube.
And there we have the Senior List YouTube page where you can find all sorts of other videos and reviews of phones. So as you can see, pretty much any feature on this phone can be activated using voice commands. And while this is something you'll find on most smartphones these days, I think it's pretty useful that they included it here in the Jitterbug. Offered through Lively, the Jitterbug Smart retails for $149.99, though it's often on sale for a bit less. In terms of minutes and messages, Lively offers an unlimited plan for $19.99 or a value plan for $14.99, which comes with 300 monthly minutes. Additionally, Lively requires you to purchase a data allowance, which costs anywhere from $249 per month for 100 megabytes to $30 per month for unlimited data. Remember that this phone does have Wi-Fi capabilities, so unless you plan to constantly use the internet and apps outside of your home, you likely won't need too much data. In addition to the normal cellular features, Lively also offers what they call health and safety packages. These range from about $20 to $35 per month, and some of the features include urgent response access, a direct line to medical professionals, personal operators, and Lively Link access, an app that can help loved ones track the status, the battery life, and the location of your phone. I went with the basic package, which gave me access to the urgent response button. This stays at the bottom of the screen no matter which menu you're on, and by pressing it, it will connect me with Lively's Emergency Response Center. So these personnel, they will kind of assess my situation and figure out what type of help I need, whether they need to contact emergency medical help or a family member to come assist me. That feature I think is great for people who are prone to maybe medical emergencies or falls. So after testing this phone out for a couple of weeks, I think it really excels in some key areas. First off is affordability. The Jitterbug Smart3 costs $149.99 and its monthly plans can run you about $20 per month. So if you're looking for a smartphone, this is definitely on the more affordable end of things. On top of this, Lively requires no long-term contracts with this phone, so you can cancel it anytime. This phone is also very accessible. Through its simplified menus and sophisticated voice commands, it can be incredibly easy to pick up and use. Additionally, the Jitterbug Smart has built-in how-to guides, helping you better understand how to use each of its features. Lastly, I really appreciated the camera quality on this one. With its dual rear cameras and front-facing camera, this phone is great for snapping photos and making video calls. And again, while the camera quality definitely can't measure up to the latest iPhone, it's definitely a good quality for the price, and it certainly beats the flip phone that my dad has been using for years. So in terms of cons, one thing I must say is that the Jitterbug Smart is a little bit large. Now keep in mind, I'm a relatively small man, but the Jitterbug Smart3 is a bit on the larger side. So that means you'll probably need two hands to use it unless you want to drop your phone. Also, this phone did run a bit slow. Maybe I'm just used to my iPhone, but I did notice that sometimes the performance on this phone lagged a little bit, especially when I was doing tasks that involved video. But with all that said, if you're looking for an affordable entry into the world of smartphones, the Jitterbug Smart is a compelling buy. And if the simple menu becomes a bit cumbersome once you found your footing, you can always switch back to the traditional Android layout. For our full review of the Jitterbug Smart, in addition to our picks for best phones for seniors and best smartphones for seniors, come subscribe to our channel and check us out on theseniorlist.com. Until next time, I'm Ryan Molloy, helping you age in place.